Hey Leo, I'm Eleanor and welcome to Peaches by Starlight Tarot. This is your third week of July reading and I'm using the Guardian Tarot to discuss your weekly energy of the Tower and free from judgment, free to love. So I am using the Soul's Journey Oracle to do a pick a card at the end. So go ahead and set your intention now for whether you feel like card 1, 2, or 3, or all 3 will have a message for you. When I pull the cards, I ask that everyone that comes across this video, whether they're a Leo or not, whether it's the third week of July or not, it doesn't matter, that there be a message for you here, something in here for you. But if you would like a reading all to yourself, my Etsy page is linked below. And keep in mind, this Guardian Tarot in particular, the meanings are slightly different than the traditional, in case you have it in your mind what they mean. And I'd like to, when I'm listening to a reader, interpret the cards my own way too when they come out, but just so you know that I'm reading them slightly differently. So this week you have the Ace of Swords, Temperance in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ten of Cups. So this is a wild looking week with an entire karmic cycle crammed into it. Like we have it starts with an ace and ends at a 10. So the ace is where it begins, and this is going to be ready to speak your mind against the status quo. The Tower, so when you have the Tower in a reading, it is not something healthy and stable and wonderful breaking down out from under you. It is, the Tower can represent the status quo. It's something that needs to be broken down. So this is you being ready for change and being sick of remaining silent and keeping your feelings to yourself, and you're finally like speaking it. Since the Tower, it's represented very physically by a structure being torn down, and we have the power move you're making being speaking. It feels very much like that biblical reference to, you know, how they shout and the walls of Jericho fall down or whatever. I don't know all that much about it, but I know there is a story there where people use their voice to bring down a structure. Or very Dune-like. Don't they use the power of sound? Anyway, sorry. Anyway, it ends with this 10. It's a huge leveling up and a new readiness to forge into the unknown. Because once this Tower falls down, then there's a restarting and a rebuilding and an unknown as to what is going to grow in its place. So it's like you speak your truth, and that's what breaks you out of the Tower. And only afterwards can you move towards the utter emotional freedom of the Ten of Cups. It's like you aren't free to even attempt it until you speak these words. And you have been held up here in the Tower, held in place with the reverse Temperance. And that's the universe waiting for you to untangle it yourself, waiting for you to tease out, figure out the Chinese puzzle box that is the lesson, giving you plenty of time and patience so that you could tear down the structure yourself, not holding your hand, not swooping in and doing it for you. I forgot to discuss back at the beginning the energy of this card. It's talking about what our parents do. The parental role is to teach us to be independent, to teach us how to live life outside of them, without them, to do for ourselves. And that good parenting doesn't involve putting the kid under a dome so they can never learn, so they can never grow, and just keeping them sheltered forever. You're doing your job when you teach them to live without you. And so that's why the universe hasn't come in with this Tower and done it for you. It's been just letting you try to do it yourself, because with this Wheel of Fortune, it is, first of all, accentuating just what a pivotal moment this is to mark this time, because it's a major turning point, but that it will be your achievement. It will be a result of your figuring it out, of your making a power move, and your acting. And so that way you get to take all the credit and you have all the power and you got you get to say, I did it myself. It's not the universe coming in and doing it for you. It's an achievement that you will be rewarded for and you'll get to take the credit for. So let's get 3 cards. Oops. All right, let me tune into Leo. Okay. Card 1 for Leo. Peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. I feel like that's what you're doing by speaking. The Tower, it's like you're locked up with the word release is what's making me think of it. It's like not speaking it is what's keeping it all under wraps, and there's pressure building and you have to speak it to release it. But not unleash it on someone. Card 2, self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. And that's wrapped up in that 10 of Cups. You can't move forward to share that with the world if you are stuck in that tower of the status quo, whatever that means to you. Card 3. That can be self-limiting beliefs I'm feeling like for that one. The status quo is that you only see yourself as so much. And you're finally speaking out for what you're capable of and who you really are. And saying, I am worthy, I am valid, I do have things to share. I do have things to say, I do have a voice. Card 3 for Leo. Just need one. Gratitude. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. All right, Leo, like, share, and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll talk to you in a week. Thank you.